are in the town walking around. We have a little bit of time before we get on the train to go back, so let's take a little look. This is a shopping street where you have to be really careful that you don't get run over. It's that narrow. It's one way, but as you can see, there's a car coming. So let's get out of the way and let the car go through. But yes, this is the shopping street. We got some amazing sandwiches. We already ate two. We got two more. But you can see all the lovely stuff that they have for sale. I mean, it's pretty typical for shopping in a tourist area. And there's electric bikes too. Electric bikes. And there are shops and leather goods. And again, I hear a car coming. So we're going to step aside and let the car go. But this is a neighborhood. People live here. So you can see they've got their clothes hanging out, but it's also a tourist area with all kinds of souvenirs that you can buy, and clothes and jewelry, and of course, magnets, bathing suits. But the Italian leather looks really nice. Let's go take a quick peek at the Italian leather here. I'm not shopping for anything, but they have lovely, lovely choices. So let's go see if we can find Roger. Again, we had two really nice sandwiches, and we loved them so much. We went back and we bought some more. We're going to take them on the train with us. But for right now, we're coming out of the shopping area, going back down into the main street. I need to get some granita before I leave. All these lovely flavors of granita. Granita is a really cool, refreshing treat. It's very Sicilian. You can't get it in a lot of places in Italy, but this is one place where you can, and I'm happy to see it on the menu. I will definitely get some before we leave. You can see the restaurants and the little shopping areas. Here's another street. We've been out walking for about 2 hours, and we are getting ready to find a quiet spot. We had a snack. I don't think we're going to have any more food. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, we are just enjoying some time in Cefalu. We took the train. It's really easy. We are staying in Palermo, and it's really easy to get the train from Palermo to Cefalu. We just grabbed some tickets online. It's about an hour. You can get a first class seat or a second class seat. The first class seats are assigned, so you can pick the seat you want. On the way back, we got a regular class seat. So it's just a nice little coastal town in Sicily. It's the southern coast of Sicily. This past week, we were in Montalegro, which is on the, I'm sorry, regroup. Cefalu is the northern coast of Sicily. Montalegro is the southern coast of Sicily. Sometimes get myself turned around. So anyway, this is, it's kind of a bay like area. So there's mountains on both sides, and the bay and the town are right in the center. You can see this beautiful area by the water. Is never a lack of motorcycles anywhere in Italy. Everywhere you go, you gotta watch out for them because they go crazy. You just have to watch for them. That's all. When you're crossing the street, when you're doing anything, but you can see how beautiful this little town is on the northern coast of Sicily. And if you look in the distance, all the way over there, that is part of Palermo right there. You can see it. If you look on a map, you can see how easy it is to get. from Palermo to Cefalu. There are boats, not boats, my goodness. I'm looking at boats in the water here. There are trains and buses that go all day long. It's really inexpensive to get here. I think we paid, I don't know, $30 round trip, and part of that was a first class ticket. On the way back, it's a second class ticket. So I think you can get here easily for 10 each, maybe a little less depending on the time of the day or what day of the week it is. There are these gentlemen that sell these beach towels, and they're really pretty. I mean, they have all different designs, and I think they are always trying to sell them to me for €10. When we were in Mondello Beach, I think they had them for €5. I could be wrong. I don't know. But this is the town of Cefalu. We've been wanting to get here since last summer when we were here, and we didn't make it. But we decided to come today. We have 3 more days, 3 full days. We have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before we leave Palermo. We've been here almost a month, and we are just not ready to leave Sicily. We love it so much. It's part of my heritage, it's part of my ancestry. My grandfather left Palermo in the year 1912 and went to America. So I am 46% Sicilian. And when I'm here, there's a part of me that just does not want to leave. But you can see how beautiful this little town is. I'm going to do a swing around and you can kind of see the town. I mean, it's a beachside town. It's pretty typical. It has the restaurants and the souvenir shops and the motorcycles. Everybody here drives a motorcycle. Young, old, doesn't matter. Everybody drives a motorcycle. But anyway, oh, what a beautiful sailboat out in the bay. This is a bay. I mean, you can see it's surrounded by the mountains. The mountain is behind me. Let's see if we can do a quick yikes. Sorry about that. There's a mountain behind me. There's some kind of, I feel like it's some kind of house or fortress up there with a wall. I don't know if it was something that was used when they were trying to protect this area, but don't mind my shaking. I don't have a gimbal with me, and I'm going to make everybody dizzy. Sorry about that. But this place is absolutely stunning. The ride here on the train was really easy. It was about an hour. There were 2 stops, I think, 2 stops, and then we were here. We left Palermo this morning about 10:15, and we arrived a little after 11, so less than an hour. And well worth the effort, well worth the time and energy to get here. I believe there are buses too, but we decided to take the train. So super easy to do. You can see how pretty it is. We got a really, really nice day. It's been raining on and off the last couple of weeks, so we kind of put off coming here into the last week of our trip to Palermo. We leave Palermo on Tuesday, and we're heading to Brindisi for 2 weeks, stopping an overnight in Lamezia, taking the train. The train actually rides right on top of and into the ferry. So we will take the train again. This time we're heading to Brindisi. So we'll be on the eastern coast of Italy facing Albania. And the reason we're going to Brindisi is because we are heading to Albania for the month of May. So we're giving ourselves 3 weeks to get there. We'll have 2 weeks in Brindisi, and we will, which is the port city. That's where we're going to pick up the ferry, and then we will be in Igoumenitsa, Greece. So we're taking the ferry from Brindisi to Igoumenitsa, Greece, and we'll be in Igoumenitsa for 1 week, and then we will be taking a bus from Igoumenitsa to Sarande. It's just a couple hours. Sarande is right over the border from Greece, and that is where we will be spending. Hi, Fulvio. This is not recorded. I'm live because we're not in Scotland until the end of May. So we have another month until we arrive. And well, another 6, 7 weeks before we arrive in Scotland. That's our next trip when we leave Albania. We're flying directly to Scotland. So this is live, not recorded. This is our last few days in Sicily. So, no problem, Fulvio. I know our schedule's kind of crazy and hard to keep up with, but here we are in Cefalu. It's been on the list. We wanted to do it. We finally got here. We were going to come 2 weeks ago, and the weather was just drizzly and rainy and not so great. So we decided that we needed to hurry up and get here before we leave Palermo. So this was a perfect day. It's sunny. It's about 65, and the sun is actually kind of warm. I took off 2 layers because I dressed a little warm. This morning when we left Palermo it was probably about 60. But it is gorgeous here now. It's sunny. We're catching the train in less than 2 hours. So it's just been a wonderful trip. I'm so glad we got here. We tried to get here last June and we just never made it. My brother and his wife came to see Cefalu and they said, "You have to go. It's so beautiful." So here we are. And we couldn't agree more that it's been beautiful. And we would love to come and just spend a night. It's just super relaxing. And after a long, busy vacation, it was probably a perfect spot for my brother and his wife to come and relax. That was after our trip last year around Sicily by car. There were 16 of us. So, yeah, I've been waiting to come and see Cefalu since last June. And again, it was a super easy trip on the train. It's about an hour. We left from Palermo Central. We got off the train here at the top of the town, walked down into town, and it's been absolutely lovely. We had some really yummy sandwiches. They were so good that we went back and got 2 more to take on the train with us. So I'll be posting a couple pictures later of those. Oh, your late mother was from Naples. Oh, that's a really nice area of Italy. I think anything in Italy is nice. I mean, I'm definitely a little partial to Sicily because that's where my family comes from. But Fulvia, did you ever live in Italy or have you always lived in the UK? I'm just wondering. Um, Clearly, your name lends itself to an Italian ancestry. So I just wasn't sure if you've ever lived here. But anyway, I could definitely see myself living in Sicily. I love it. However, we can't we can't stay more than 3 months because we are not anything other than U.S. citizens, and U.S. citizens can only stay in this area of Europe and in the Schengen zone for 30 days, and then we have to leave for 30 days. So that's one of the reasons that we are heading to Albania for a month because we need to get out of the Schengen area. And then, of course, we're going to the UK and we'll be in the UK for 2 full months before we return to the States in August. So, this has been our day in Cefalu. It's been really nice. Oh, so you've never lived in the UK your entire 58 years? Oh, no. Have you ever had a chance to visit this part of the area around Sicily, Rome, and Naples? It's I'm not sure I've been to Naples. I've definitely been to Rome a few times, but I have not been to Naples. I think every time we were on a cruise, we stopped in other ports. We stopped in Venice a couple times. We've stopped in Sorrento. Is it Sorrento? We've stopped in Rome many times. But yeah, have not been to Naples. I think that's one place that we haven't been yet. So here we are. We're here in Cefalu, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The water's gorgeous. It's a beautiful day, and I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone, and thanks for popping in. And hope you enjoyed our little tiny tour of Cefalu. No, you have not been. You've never traveled abroad. Okay. I've only traveled abroad twice in my life. Okay, so you did not get to Italy. I understand. Sometimes it takes a while to get to different places, but we tend to choose places where the weather is mild, and right now it's gorgeous here. It's in the 60s, and although the sun is warm, the air still has a decent breeze. I can imagine it gets pretty hot here in the summer. So, another quick look. What are we looking at? Uh, yeah, I know. Up in the mountain behind us. Yeah. So here we are. I'm going to say goodbye and thanks for popping in and saying hi. We are going to wrap this up and spend a little bit more time here in town before we head up to the train station and take the train back to Palermo. Enjoy these last few minutes of the sounds of the water and the deep blue sea right here in front of us. Thanks, Fulvio.